You are listening to High Heels and High Chairs, voted the best online resource for busy moms who wish to stay strong, sexy, and centered in a world of spit up and sippy cups. Whether you're a new mom, a grandmom, a future mom, or somewhere in between, you'll love these priceless tips, tricks, and tools you will learn today. Here is your host, top female fat loss and hormone specialist, Dr. Michelle Sands.
Hi, welcome back to High Heels and High Chairs. We're talking about how to stay strong, sexy, and centered in a world of spit up and sippy cups. I'm your host, Dr. Michelle Sands, and today I have an amazing guest with me. You're going to love hearing from Allison. Allison Schaaf is a personal chef, and she is a registered dietitian. She is just the girl to go to when you're talking about preparing nutritious, healthy meals for yourself and your family and doing them in a way that makes it not going to run your life. Because, we're moms, we're busy. Who has time to sit down every day and think about what you're going to eat, go to the store, get the ingredients, prep it all, cook it all, and then clean it all up? It can be overwhelming. I know it's overwhelming for myself sometimes. So, Allison, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
I am so excited to speak with you because one of the things that hit me hardest when I became a mom was just having to not only fend for myself, which was hard enough as it is, but also trying to feed my family something that was interesting, nutritious, and looks good on the plate every single night. It's easy to do it like one night, two nights, but then when you get to that third night, you're like, oh my God, what am I going to make? So
exactly, you're not the only one.
And that's one part of it, but then also making it healthy. As a new mom, I was trying to lose that pregnancy weight and just, be healthier so I can support my family. I needed more energy. I needed, to be not tired after I ate, not to have, stomach pains and gas and bloating and all that stuff. So, trying to do it quick and efficiently is just, seemingly impossible. And a lot of my patients, we have meal plans that help them to overcome some of the conditions, but a lot of times, compliance to those meal plans can be difficult for, busy moms who also might have a career or are involved in their community. So I found you, and I'm like, oh my God, thank goodness for people like Allison.
Yes. No, you are not alone in that struggle. It's one of those things we have to eat 3 times a day, but sometimes it's just never easy figuring something out that's healthy and tasty and easy.
Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about planning ahead and having success with your meals. But before we get into that, I kind of want to get you to give a little bit of your background so we can get to know you a little bit better and just learn what brought you to, having this company that you have in your brand and what kind of propelled you in your life to, talking about food all day.
Yeah, sure. So, I've always enjoyed cooking. That's something early on when I was, in grade school, I really loved cooking and went to culinary school. But there was something I always felt like the culinary art should be paired with nutrition, because to me it just didn't make sense to spend all this time preparing tasty food and not have it be healthy and not have it make you feel better. So that's sort of always been my angle, is to take cooking but combine it with nutritious, healthy foods. I also went on and got a master's in nutrition and became a dietitian. And also throughout the process was a personal chef. So that was when I found out that I really liked to cook in high school, I got a job as a personal chef and didn't think it would be a long-term career, but I enjoyed it so much that when I got done with culinary school and the master's in nutrition, I actually came back to personal chef work and started cooking for families. And the way I set that up was I had several clients, and I would visit them once a week and do their meal prep for that week. So I'd be visiting, say, on Monday morning, and I'd go to their kitchen and, cut up the vegetables and toss it with the seasonings and then put it in a container and label everything. And then throughout the week, they had these easy, healthy meals that I had prepared for them. As I went through this process as a personal chef, I ran into the same thing that you were talking about in the intro. I would get home and I didn't want to prepare a meal from scratch for myself. So, I sort of started using the same process that I was doing with my clients And that, like, Sunday afternoon, I would do all my meal prep, so that way when I got home from cooking all day, I would have something ready to go in the refrigerator waiting for me. So as I got into doing all of this, I started to realize that there was a system that I was using that could really be shared with people everywhere. And so then I transitioned from focusing just on the personal chef work to actually creating a system that I could share with people on how to prepare meals ahead of time. Because I really think, one of the keys to healthy eating is to have a plan. And with Prep Dish, which is the meal planning website I have, we help in providing that plan for people and really in being efficient in the way that you prepare meals so that everything's taken care of in a quick and efficient manner, but you still get to enjoy those tasty, healthy meals each night.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's funny when you were talking, and then you're talking about going to culinary school and needing to match that with nutrition. Like, it stuck out with me that whenever we have a couple of friends who are, trained chefs, and whenever they cook something, it's always really, really fattening, really, really bad for you and totally high carb. So I'm like, that like totally hit home because, a lot of the times when they're classically trained, they're using all the stuff that doesn't fit in with a lot of meal plans that people are on for certain conditions that they have and just for improving health overall. So it's so wonderful to have it put together. Now, it's the other thing that's really funny is when me and my girlfriends sit around and we're watching these celebrities that, they're back to their weight after having their baby like the next day. We always say to ourselves, it would be really nice if we had a personal chef. Like, of course, we could do it too if we had someone, preparing our food for us. That would be awesome. But, you're kind of like giving this to making it accessible for us to have kind of a personal, like we become our own personal chef, but you give us the tools, which is really awesome. So
and that's
you
exactly
mentioned that you mentioned that you love to cook. So I know there's people listening right now who are like, well, it's great if you love to cook, but I don't love to cook. I don't even know how to cook. So what about those people? What about the people who are, we're not chefs, and some people, they're lucky if they can boil an egg.
Yeah, no, and so when I designed the plans, I sort of designed that with, that thought in mind is how can I simplify these for someone that doesn't really know how to cook. And so originally the meal plans were 2 to 3 hours on Sunday, chopping and boiling and doing everything. And I did have some people that challenged me and they said, I don't have that amount of time and I don't have a lot of cooking skills. Can you come up with like a prep dish, but like a, sort of simplified version? And so I took that as a challenge, and I actually came up with a separate set of plans that I call them the super fast meal plans that can be done in about an hour's time. With those, they don't have as many of the sauces or, marinades like the others, but they're really quick and easy. So it's things like, using pre-sliced mushrooms or using cherry tomatoes, things that don't have to be chopped, like cherry tomatoes,
right.
Or, a bag of baby spinach, and really simple marinades. So things like mustard or balsamic vinegar and olive oil. And so with those meal plans, it's really what is super, super simple that can be done pretty quickly. And but, at the end of the day, if you want to eat healthy, it does require, there's some amount of work that has to sort of be done to avoid those processed foods. But there are.
But you have the steps in there, right? So you have instructions. You're not on your own trying to, follow something off the Food Network. And there's simple.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's it. I think that's it. Like, we really need to have confidence in the kitchen. A lot of times, the kitchen could be like scarier than the gym when it comes to getting healthier because people are just not used to getting in there and doing things. So I think once you start, and if you have really nice, simple instructions like that from someone who is a personal chef, like that's like great. Like instructions for me, you may not get the best meal at the end. It will be healthy, but it may not be as nice as what Allison provides. So that's why I love that, it's simple instructions coming from someone who really knows their stuff. And that is awesome. And so my followers know that I'm a big fan of going gluten-free and doing somewhat of a paleo diet. I mean, it's not super strict. It's for different people, different things. But overall, like I usually recommend paleo and gluten-free for most people.
Mm-hmm.
And is that something that I know that your meal plans are along those lines as well, correct?
Yeah, so there's two versions. One's gluten-free, and then the other one is sort of that stricter paleo version. But both of them, you could also just call them a real food meal plan because it's, real whole food with, with nothing processed in there. So, yeah.
So I just wanted to ask you why you went with those two styles, like why you went gluten-free and why you went paleo.
So gluten-free is because personally I found out over the past few years that I'm gluten intolerant, and because I test all of the recipes, I can't test out recipes with gluten in them. So that was easy enough to decide. And then with the paleo, I realized when I was looking at my meal plans, they were really close to being paleo. They do include, some beans and quinoa and rice and stuff like that. So, I still have the personal chef company, and there are a lot of clients that I work with that are on some sort of paleo diet or sort of an autoimmune type diet. And I see the value in that for people. And I realized that the plans that I had, I could make some sort of simple substitutions there, edits, and come up with a paleo version. And just because I've seen, the impact that can have for certain people, I just felt that it would be good to have that option up there.
And I love that because a lot of times I'll put somebody on either a paleo or autoimmune paleo diet plan because of a condition they're suffering with, and a lot of people listening know exactly what I'm talking about. And the unfortunate part of that is you see all the restrictions. You see you can't have this, you can't have this, you can't have this. And then you end up thinking to yourself, well, what can I have? Like, I'm just going to be eating lettuce all day. And so having a tool such as this is really amazing because, like, my tool right now is I just go online and Google, but then I have, like, an answer. I know what I need to eat, and so because that's what I do for a living, but if you're, a hairstylist or you're not a health professional, it can be really daunting, really daunting. And so, like, having that tool and the fact that you did that is really, that's why I actually sought you out and wanted you on the summit because, you are an embodiment of showing people that they can live a beautifully healthy life and enjoy food while doing it. And so, and feed their families. And that's what's really important to me, too, is, making sure that you learn these techniques. You learn how to get in the kitchen, and you learn how to prep your food and cook your food because you have a family to feed, right? We're moms all in here. And, and then just being in the kitchen, I know when I was, 10 years old and even younger, I was in the kitchen when my mom was preparing stuff, and that helped me to learn a lot of techniques that I know now. And so having your kids in the kitchen and seeing them, having them see you chop the vegetables, having them help you, mix something or stir a sauce, that is really going to have a big impact on their ability to, fend for themselves and have their own health and lifestyle going forward. So, that is for a family, that's super important as well. Now, are your recipes, can you modify those to make them for, a whole family, or is it just strictly, single portions?
So, no, the meals serve 4 people, and it's only dinner recipes, so that works well for a family. It also works well for a couple because what the couple can do is then they'll use the leftovers for lunch the next day.
Yeah, super. That is so awesome. And then I was looking at your website as well, and you have some tips also on, organizing your kitchen as well, why is that important?
I'm really big into efficiency and getting everything done sort of in a timely manner, and a big part of that is organization in the kitchen and how you approach meals, just all of that. The more organized you can be, the better you feel about it. It feels more, less hectic. Dinner time, I think, the worst time of the day, so it's 5 o'clock, you're getting done with work, and it's what am I going to make? And just the whole, and so I'm trying to change that whole hectic energy that comes around dinner time and make it just easy, breezy. And I think part of that is having an organized kitchen as well. So I get in and I have some videos online that I do on how to better organize your kitchen, everything from your fridge to your pantry to your shelves. So, yeah.
Yeah, because that can make a huge difference even when it comes to if you're doing this type of plan and you're prepping on the weekend, like if you know where everything is and you're able to get it and get it back easily, it's easier to clean up. It's easier to, make your recipes quicker. And just like during the week, you know where everything is. And that's one of the things I stress with, moms who say they just don't have time, whether it be time to exercise or time to, cook a meal or whatever it might be. A lot of times it's really ironic, but taking the time once to organize things and to make things have a place actually saves you so much time later, because how many times are you like in your closet looking for something or in your pantry looking for something and then you don't have it and then you have to run to the store, and that you don't have time for. So I love that you really focus on all of those things.
Exactly.
Awesome. So if I was looking to, like, let's say this mom listens, she's really interested in getting the service. What's it like? Is it you get like a month? Is a subscription, or how do you sign up for it, and how does it work?
Yeah, so it's all online. It's either a monthly or a yearly subscription, and each week I send out an email, and within that email there's links to that month's meal plans, and then there's tips, substitution ideas, ways to make it nut-free, and a lot of different ideas for people, like also tips for removing seafood and just common things that people are looking for substitutions. And then I'm always doing sort of bonus recipes. Like this month I have a little bonus handout on how to do travel snacks, because I know a lot of people are on spring break. So I have some travel snack ideas that I gave out. And there's kind of lots of little bonuses in there. And then the meal plans themselves are just downloadable PDFs. And there's 3 sections to it. One is an organized grocery list. I organize the grocery list by department of the grocery store, and that's actually something I recommend, even if you're doing your own meal planning, is to make sure that that's lined up where, all the fruits and vegetables are listed. And I even do it in the order that my grocery store is set out in. So that way when I get in, I'm not having to hunt and peck on my list. I can just go straight, okay, when I get to the meat counter, here's the 3 proteins that I need. And when I get to the, bulk section, here's the nuts that I need. And so it just really helps to have that grocery list organized by
that tip is amazing.
Yeah.
That tip right there will save you a ton of time. Like that's actually something that I think we all think for a split second when we were in the store, I was like, oh, I should have just got that when I got the other thing, but now I'm walking back all the way around the store. And I think we all think that for a minute, but we don't ever follow through and actually try to make our list that way for some reason. Again, probably because we think it takes too much time. But the fact that you already have that done I love it. That's an awesome
and it
tip
also,
right there.
It also helps to prevent, the more times you pass by an aisle, the more times you sort of see something out of the corner of your eye, and it helps prevent those temptations.
Or your kids do in the shopping cart.
Exactly.
That candy aisle.
Yeah.
Exactly. Awesome. So you have an amazing free gift for everyone listening today. Can you tell us a little bit about what that is and how they can get it?
Yeah, so I'm offering a free trial today. I like to do that because I think that's really the best way to check out the meal plans and see if they're a good fit. So it's a 2-week free trial. I have a website set up that's prepdish.com, and it's /HHHC for high heels, high chair. So try to shorten that up a little bit. But yeah, so that's what I'm
awesome.
Today.
That's amazing. So everyone, go there. So the link is right next to where you're listening to this audio. So click on that link and download those meal plans and try it. Try it for 2 weeks and see how amazing it is to be organized and to get your meals on the table and see how your family is thinking you're the best mom in the world, right? Because they're eating these delicious, healthy meals. And if you are on one of my programs, if you're on a special program for your condition, we can totally look at those and make sure that they're on track for what you need. But, these are the tools that I'm not a personal chef, so I can't always provide everything for you guys. I can tell you what you need to do and, get you healthy. But this is going to be that tool to help you, just like sometimes we need running shoes if we want to go running, or we need, exercise equipment or, things like that. This is your nutrition equipment. This is your program that's going to get you to where you need to be. And I love Allison, I just love that you put this together in such a, healthy, happy, easy way. So thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet of you.
No, I appreciate it. So everyone, you can find Allison over at prepdish.com. And check it. She has some great blog posts, and say hi to her and let her know that you heard her interview, and definitely download that meal plan. And thank you so much for being here, Allison.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a lot of fun to talk with you today.
Yeah, definitely. So have a wonderful day, and I will definitely be checking out your meals as well and recommending them to all of my patients. So thank you again. Have a wonderful day. And everyone listening, thank you so much for listening. I hope that you found some value in the interview today. Hope that you'll go ahead and download those 2 weeks of meal plans, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you received a lot of value out of this interview. I know that I did. I want you to open up to the possibility of making this new year the greatest opportunity that you have had so far to improve your life. This is about breaking out of paradigms. It's about learning the art of living. It is about honoring who you are as a woman as you discover who you are as a mother. It is about taking care of your body, mind, and spirit so that you can take better care of your family and be a shining example, a role model for your children so that they can grow up to be healthy, happy, and successful. I promise to continue to bring you educational, empowering, and inspiring content to help you achieve the body that you dream about and the life that you are meant to live. Stay tuned for more value-packed interviews, and be sure to check out all the resources on my website, metabolicmama.com. Until next time, wishing you a happy, healthy, hot day. Take care, mamas.